Hello, Reckoning7 and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as our run as the Confederate States of America. And the last time was pretty exciting, where we completed the war with the British and we secured Nova Scotia. Wasn't the main we were after, but it was a bit of land in the right place. We also picked up Bermuda, because why not? And our plan next time we go to war is to use Nova Scotia as a jumping off point for all our lovely invasions, and we can take Maine and Brunswick, I think, for free. That way around? Yeah, New Brunswick. And then Newfoundland is just out of range at the minute, so we may have to pick that up in a peace deal. But that's going to be a while away because we need to get to a war first. I did, in between episodes, just quickly run through and mothball and reserve fleet a whole bunch of stuff. Just things we weren't using, except I forgot to do the corvettes, so let's do that now. You guys can just be mothballed. And look, we've got a really healthy monthly balance. Now that's not going to last very long, because we're currently doing a design study for a new Pickett class destroyer, as well as a Cuba class carrier. It's going to be the core of our fleet air arm, because at the minute we just have a handful of CVLs. We would like to embiggen our air fleet. We have a quick look at the status of the world. In terms of battleships, the US is fully committed, unlike anybody else. We're probably on par with Britain, France, Russia, Japan, a wee bit behind in terms of Germany. Similar story for battle cruisers. And then if you look for carriers, USA is the first one out of the blocks. We've got one built and one on the way, and Germany is going to be second and behind, so we want to be on that as soon as we can. Yeah, like hit cruisers, destroyers, all that's reasonably thereabouts. But yeah, carriers is going to be where it's at. So we are going to remain high spying on Britain and high spying on Germany to try and provoke tensions. With the aim being from Germany, we want Cameroon, and obviously we've talked about our plans for Great Britain. I'd probably want the British war first if I could have the ultimate pick of the bunch. And that's just because when we fight up here, we're going to be fighting air bases. And I suspect they're going to build air bases in all three of these places. So the earlier we can get that, then the less developed air combat's going to be, and the easier it is going to be to secure these invasions. But that's where things lie at the minute. Oh, before I do, it was probably worthwhile, yes, knocking all our pilots down to reserve. And then the one we just got, worth checking actually, Nova Scotia, Halifax. Have I got on Halifax? I do not. Let's copy the Miami one. Probably gonna switch that up a little bit actually, but we'll copy for just now. Let's go to Halifax and we'll drop you in there. Fine, and I'm probably going to switch out these flying boats for computer bombers, because we're going to be more of a fighting area. 48 is our limit at the minute. We'll have to wait for another tick of tech before we can make our air bases bigger. Speaking of tech, what have we got prioritized? Well, lost ability to speak for a minute there. You have all the air stuff. I'm gonna I don't care that much about the amphibious operations. It would be nice, but it's not the end of the world if we don't get it. Let's put that back down to medium. AA is important. Fleet tactics isn't really. Some of this stuff was lagging behind. Let's put this one down to medium just because you are a bit far on, as well as fire controls already there. That's fine. And armor development. No, I'll leave you where you are. Okay. That is good. Let's pick on a few turns and hopefully we can get some nice new ships building. Oh, here we go. The Pickett. I think we wanted a lot of these. Possibly 8. What's that going to cost me? 4 million a month. That would leave me about 7 million a month for CVs. They're going to be about 3.5 million each, I think. So 2 of them on the go at the same time. That seems reasonable. Hey, Compass Rose, thanks for stopping by. All is well. I hope things are well with yourself. Let's get started on 8 of those. Oh, and the Cuba. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Let's go and see what you're going to cost me. Just over 3. In fact, we can get 3 of these on the go at once. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. I will have to rename these because they're all wrong. So let's have the Cuba. Let's have the Haiti. What else can we have? Jamaica. Good. Well, I feel like we should put an honorable mention to Puerto Rico since they were our first holding in the Caribbean. So that'll do for just now. Cool. Right, so it won't be much to do because that's going to eat up all our money for a fair few years. We want to sell arms. Yeah, of course. More budget. Can't complain on that. We don't. It's frustrating, this one. 5-inch dual purpose. That is a key tech. Get your AA boosts. Chugging along. The Inflexible. She is. Oh, she's really old. Okay. And more setbacks for scientists. Just chunk through to 1930 if we can. Japan. By all means, Japan, you have been our long-time ally. We are more than happy to keep funneling you tech. Okay, we've fixed our armor-piercing shells, which is good. Ah, man, our scientists are struggling this evening. Ooh, improved director. That's really good and something we are going to want on all of our ships. So, let's maybe have a look at potential retrofits. Can't remember the order that people are going to be required, as in how frequently we're done, but I'm going to start with probably some heavy cruisers, my more modern heavy cruisers. Probably not needing a retrofit, but I just want a quick look. If we were to rebuild you, better. The only thought that I have is holding off here is because I also want to replace your secondaries with 5-inch dual purpose, which we don't have yet, but we're working on it. So maybe I won't start with you guys. Maybe we could do our Selmas instead. Or in fact, our Chancellorville's probably a better shout. Yeah, because you've got 5-inch dual purpose and your sleigh little single gun turrets. Okay, improved director. Yes, we would like that. What's that going to cost me? Jeez, that's 5 million just to change out the fire control. I mean, it may be a complicated refit, but still, that feels like a lot of money. We can put we can also put a director on it. Okay, this is becoming worthwhile. I don't think there's as much advantage going 2 to 3 there is from 1 to 2. And then just run some lights, I suppose. We are 53 tons over weight. As a percentage is not very much, to be perfectly honest. But is that an acceptable amount? Yeah. Oh, improved secondary gun. Okay. Oh, that's an improvement. I suppose we can get. Have we got dual purpose yet? Yes, we do have dual purpose 4-inch dual turrets. This is good. And we could have a director. What do you think about that? You think it's fine, slightly overweight, but that's okay. I think that's a reasonable rebuild. I'm happy enough with that. And we'll happily fill out a few more spaces. 40 tons overweight. I mean, that's like, is it even a 1%? Yeah. Just a fat crewman, you wouldn't even notice. Okay, perfect. Let's dial her in. Go for it. Okay, rebuild these 2 ships. So that's going to eat, I think that went up to about 7.5 million each. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. We're going to wait till they're finished and then we'll move on to something else. That's good. Improvement. Use concentration firing, okay. USA has stolen submarine tech. I don't want to go to war with the US. Could probably get away with this. Voicing on now a little bit. No, I'm gonna play the diplomat for once. An improved plane. Ah, we do need to look at this actually. I'd meant to look at the planes and forgot, as I often do. Okay, your Model B is faster cruising. No, faster max speed, faster cruising. Yeah, that's right. Much longer range. Anything else to say? Looks good to me. Nice improvement, thank you. Aircraft types. Ah. Oh, when did we unlock dive bomber? But we did unlock it. No, that's comparing the roles, Requin. That's a request for new proposal. Egypt. Okay, yes, we don't have dive bombers. Right. Now that I've got my head in gear, our oldest is a medium bomber. Yeah, we get 2 flying boats. We should obsolete one of these. Probably you? Yeah. You. Too many. Yeah, let's trim this list down a little bit. We are currently using often use our fighters for our scouts. I wouldn't mind a better fighter with a little bit longer range. He's only 2 years ago that we did this, but let's have a... Let's see what we can get. See if there's going to be an improvement. I'd like fighters, as ever, a speed maneuverability, but, you know, a little bit of a nudge. So a reasonable range, please. Okay. France has gone fascist. Ooh. And at the same time, a liberal government wants to reduce arms expenditures. This will be doom! Yeah, none of that. Better armor, okay, better penetration. We don't understand how to park on the deck. Have we done a new flying boat? Better speed, less range. Almost the same. Slightly more maneuverable stuff, but the range is rubbish, so I'm going to say no. Yes, France has a, well, their version of a Hitler. I can't even remember who in Hearts of Iron 4 who you get as a leader when if you go fascist France. I've ever done it, but there we go. I mean, the flag hasn't changed. That's the best bit about countries changing legions. Okay. Fair enough. Winnowington will go to war with them anyway at the minute, so they can do what they like. We're going to happily increase tension. Quality 115-inch. Can't remember where we use those off the top of my head, but that's worth bearing in mind. Nowhere is the answer. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Winchester and Chancellorsville are finished the reconstruction, so it's better fire control and better AA. This game wants me to fight the US, and I don't want to. That's just a lot of time and effort for no gain. There's not nothing we could take from the US, but there's nothing we want. We must share this continent with them. Why can't we do it peacefully? You know, if we could knock them out, that's a different matter, but that's not how it works. Le Hitler. I like that. That's prime translation there. Right, so we wanted to keep our refits going. Oh, well, this works, actually, since these guys are about to be obsolete. So let's move you two back to the, well, to the Caribbean, but sure, we'll bring all these guys down to the Caribbean. And we'll get those guys refitted, as well as the Chattahoochee. Okay. Good. During training exercise, an unidentified submarine has torpedoed and damaged the CVL Chuckatuck. Should be in the dockyard for 4 months. There are no clues as to who might be behind this. With Hawk parties demanding resolute action, what do you recommend? You could give it to the bureaucrats, just like annoy everyone, or we can pick up. Well, I mean, that's not really a choice, is it? Oh, hello. You'll be going to war sooner rather than later, which is ironically enough problem we had last time. I realized I forgot to move people back out to West Africa when I did this. So, can you three please move out to West Africa? I'm probably going to stick someone random on foreign stations for a turn, just to satisfy our tonnage of foreign stations. But we can do that in a minute. Right. Priorities. Yes, I want to open design for rebuild. That's a double improvement in fire control for you guys. Your A is garbage, and I'm not going to be able to improve that. Excellent. Okay, I think that's just going to be the way it is. Yeah, oh, they're still all coal-fueled old ladies. But at least they can hit something now, so that's a start. Let's get the Chattahoochee rebuilt. Essentially, this is going to be a lick of paint. Well, you do have 6-inch guns. I suppose that's because of one of our first builds. Was this the conversion, actually? It was the conversion. I suppose we'll just stick some AA guns on it. Doesn't really have huge amounts in terms of AA defense. Should have improved my secondary split, doesn't really matter. They shouldn't really be getting in to use them. Let's do the Selmas as well. Good, try and get these done and dusted before any war kicks off in earnest. Again, the A is poor. Poor to say the least. I was thinking about balancing the weight, but I think I might just leave it where it is. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Rebuild program is ongoing. Oh, so you're saying drop this 6-inch for 4-inch dual purpose for dissolve. You were probably right. I was a bit flippant with my rebuild there. But I also don't want to spend a whole bunch of money replacing its turrets. I don't think it's going to be close enough to the action, nor is it important enough for that. And watch this as I get it sunk next time. Right, meanwhile, I need 10,000 tons to go and sail around the seas. You do that. Apparently you are not enough. The way scaling works. Okay, don't do that. Let's get... wait you to do it for a turn. Okay. Our ship, Corvette the Lenalaw, has blown up under mysterious circumstances in Pensacola. With suspicions that saboteurs from Great Britain might have been responsible. The conservative press is demanding action. Recommend. I wish you'd waited like 3 months. Okay, war it is, lads. You can now build medium bombers. We have diesel generation. Cool. No. What? These like portable diesel generators? Does it helps damage control? Proclamation read by His Excellency from the steps of Parliament. Okay, so, well, shucks. Let's make sure we're not spying on anyone. Yeah, let's even turn Germany off for just now. Almanac. What's happening, mate? Okay, Britain hasn't really rebuilt its battleship fleet. But then, ours is pretty old, so... you know, I wouldn't want to go 1-for-1 with him. He has twice as many battle cruisers, but ours are a bit bigger. He is not building any CVs. Interesting. And has almost no CVLs. In fact, there's only one under construction, so his fleet arm is terrible. He's got no heavy cruisers, but lots of lights. Destroyers is fine. Not much in the way of submarines. Okay. I think our plan here is going to be, attempt to sink their capital ships with our aircraft. Right. Let's ring the bell. Everyone mobilized. Let's get you guys home. Fleet. You're already home. That's good. You three are out in West Africa. That's probably fine. Let's stick you out in West Africa as well. I mean, there shouldn't be any British ships in West Africa, actually, because they have no bases. So let's not worry about that. And really, I'm just going to ship everyone up to the American East Coast, aren't I? Leave a token force in the Caribbean and move everyone up here. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Apart from the Corvettes, they can stay. So let's... Actually, pretty much everyone's already up there. That'll be everyone. Well, let's leave behind Clarence. Just the Clarence? No, I'll put the Clarence in the Chattahoochee. And we'll move everyone else North American East Coast. That is where it's going to happen. We have a lot of our fleet. That's not true, only just 2 months we'll get them back. That's not a problem. Corvettes need to be corvetting. Let's go to trade protection, which is more than enough, and submarine warfare is okay. Might need to build a few more though, we'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to stick on prize rules just because US is a little bit high, and I don't want to sink one of our liners. And yeah, invasion target, not yet. I think I want to sink some of the ships first. Ideally away from their air bases. And then we'll go invasion. Maybe a couple of months. And I'll pray I don't regret that. Enemy coastal raid. We outnumber them and they're nowhere near the coast. Sounds brilliant. No, Bermuda, that's why. Yeah, go for ships because there are no enemy bases nearby. Oh, that seems very loud. I got a number here. I turned it up from 10 because I was tweaking my volume levels, but 15 seems a little bit much. We have got the Pamlico. We have got, oh, the Chancellor and the Winchester. Nice. Battle cruisers on point. Right, what is your complement, Winchester? Pamlico, sorry. This one. That's not bad, actually. 19 torpedo bombers. Let's get yourselves ready for a strike. Let's look at our pattern. We think they're coming from down there. I mean, to be honest, I haven't a Scooby. They aren't going to have CVL or a CV, so let's go for a light cap. You're cruising along, that's fine. You guys 20 knots, please. Now, there is an airbase at Hamilton. Hopefully they'll do some scouting as well. And there's a couple of friendly subs. Let's be honest, there's only so much coast. So they're coming somewhere around here. Okay, formations are ready. Now we just need a target. What's the... Oh, this is bad. You run away down here. You need to get up here, post haste. Max speed up in this direction. No, come this way, please. We've spotted a light cruiser. You're coming down here. Let's go as fast as you can down here, please. I'm going to hold off launching just yet. Okay, and the heavy cruiser. Oh, no, we know that one's light. We've identified that. Okay. Sure, let's bite at this, shall we? Just come over in yeah, about this direction, I think. Be slightly further north. Put in 2 launches, launch, and launch. Okay. Might as well get them in the air. Hopefully visibility is good, they can see what's going on. Our BCs are opening fire with their new improved fire control. Failing to hit anything. Fighters away? Oh, not fighters away. Torpedo bombs away? Not yet. Trying to keep them vaguely in the area where I said he was going to be. Let's run away a little bit. Yeah, torpedo bombers out. Perfect. Now let's head off in that general direction. See if we can start the war with a bang. Yeah, he's right here. Yes. I don't know where you're going. 10 torpedo bombers. Definitely said you were approaching, unless you're just coming in for an angle. 6 torpedoes, 6 torpedo bombers over CVL, okay. Good, that's what we want, but this is... Looks like it's the second wave, I don't know what this chap's doing. We hit her, good job. Well done, flyboys. Are you coming in now? Just a... No, I'm not sure what you're doing. Oh, it's just dead, apparently, is what's happening. Okay. No, I know you guys are going in for the run. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to hit her. She's not moving. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, I think. Hit her with a 4 inches, a good 16-inch shell should cause her a lot of problems. Like so. I doubt she's going to take that much damage. Yeah, she's only 5,000 tons. That might be her now. See if we can get it before night sets in. Yep, that's her done. Good. Well, that was a very successful first day at the office. The Brits tried to catch us with our pants down and found us very well prepared. Perfect. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. A couple of cruisers. Job's good. Start off with a victory. 2,400 points and a prestige. Excellent. Ah, K-guns. Cool. Let's get those on our next round of destroyers. Russia's nicked some tech. We can say leave us alone. I'm going to kick them into the war. New fighters. Your range is all worse. Maneuverability is ever so slightly better. Toughness is worse. Firepower is no better. I don't think that's an improvement. You're slightly faster. You will got. What? Why did we sink a submarine? We're on price rules. Oh, S-103, what have you done to us? I do not want to see what happens here. I'm pretty worried about this. Thanks, Japan. Well, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. That happens sometimes. You just speak to submarine captain when he comes ashore. I just thought it was a big destroyer. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, submarine captain's gonna cap. But it's fine, we got away with it. Just have to be, you know, light-footed with our engagements now. So, I think you've only got one heavy cruiser left, Britain. You do. Ha. Chortle. Okay, so what forces have you got here? I saw you see 10 BBs and panicked for a minute. You still don't have a lot of forces here, my friend. Well, I'm tempted to pull the trigger on the old invasion button. Let's do it. Let's make a choice I'm going to regret. And, I mean, it's got to be Maine, doesn't it? I'm going to sneeze. Whoa. That feels better. Okay. Appreciate you missed out the middle bit. We're seeing a strange noise. Anyway, let's invade. Beautiful. No, not none. Invasion target. What? Oh, they brought some guys down here. I see you. I see you brought a battleship down here. Very clever. Thought you come and blockade me. Well, it was quite clever because it kind of worked. Grrr. What can I send down here? Okay, well let's send... Want to send all my battleships down? Probably not. You only got one battleship up here as well. Let's do that. Let's send the 3 venerable ladies down to... No, not mothball. I want to move you. Caribbean. Convoy defense. Nova Scotia. It's my pause for thought was obviously on enemy air bases. I should really double check actually see exactly what he's got. I'm tempted to say no. I'm going to say no. I have the ability to say no. We could say yes here. Might be a non-event. As these went pretty badly in the last war. Rather something a bit juicier. Right, I'm going to say no and hopefully I can... I was hoping for another fight where I could earn more than the 400 I gave up. Okay. That's okay. Okay, we're now going to set invasion target, although it's a little more risky because I don't have all my ships here. Who just came back into service? You people did. Selma's, I think it was. And Chickaduck. Okay, let's ship you north. That's the wrong place. Let's try and ship you to the right place. East Coast, please. Oh, you're still repairing? There. Okay, next month we'll get the rest of them out. Anyone else in the Caribbean that we want to move? Upwing Gaines, Hamilton. Yeah, those three. Clarence. Move you back up north as well. We'll rely on mainly air bases if we do need to have a fight. Oh, they've gone away. They're not even here anymore. Let's pull 2 of them north, I think. We'll leave Alabama herself down there. We can't sneak in one ship and cause me trouble. And let's start trying to invade. Of course, this may bring them over in earnest. Let's keep an eye on that. Coastal raid. I do outnumber them so very, very badly. Okay, I'm going to say yes. Let's try and suppress their airfields. I said I was going to check and I never did. Right, Portland. Portland has an airbase where we're going. St. John has an airbase. And you are kind of far away. St. John's also has an airbase. So at most 40 planes in each, I think. Well, they could have a next tick attack. That's true. But let's assume they don't. So that's like 40 planes we'll be facing now. It's going to be nighttime. So, okay, we'll get in under the scale of night, sink some ships, and come home. You are just going to like do not very much of anything. What else we got? We've got the Clifton and the Tuscaloosa. 8 10-inch guns, lots of 5-inch. Don't have the best director because we didn't install it, but that's fine. Okay, off we go. Now, I don't know how controllable you're going to be. You may end up kind of just following me behind. Under that whole... Yeah, there we go. Admiral's mode thing. It's a little silly, because really we should say to you, hey, why don't you hang back? No. So you're within plane range of the coast, but not within range of getting shot. I mean, patrol? I wonder if that means you'll stick around roughly where you are. Well, let's find out. Let's hit squad max. Let's see if we can get in under the cover of darkness. Find ourselves some transports, corvettes. You are staying roughly in the right place. Sink what we can. Go home. We've found a ship. Our destroyer's leaning towards it, just in case it's a warship. And even if it's not, a couple of torpedoes would do a world of good to it. Busy transport, excellent. There's a lot of torpedoes flying around, so just be careful not to hit ourselves. Get one dead transport, brilliant. Please hold your torpedoes. Well, I can't do torpedoes for 10 minutes. You've almost got rid of them all already. Oh, hello. Come back. Okay, 2 dead transports. Perfect. Not quite dead. But she's on her way down. Okay, now we can just kind of come home. Yeah, they had some cruisers kicking about, but didn't want to come out and play. So, oh. You are absolutely kidding me. How close we were to each other. Huh. There you go. Ships in the night. Literally. Okay, the mints. Nice dual purpose. Good anti-AA platform. Okay, more efficient hulls. We sunk a corvette and a corvette. Okay. How are we stacked in the up here? We have got 114 points versus 43, which should be pretty good for hopping off the old invasion. And they have not followed through down here, which is good. Let's get those guys and gals that have just come out of refit go back to the main fleet. Leave the Alabama and a few friends. Always leave the Archer class down here. Okay. This is what we want. Invasion battle. We probably don't have a choice about facing off against their air assets in this one. They've got 100 aircraft. One of these is only a 20. In theory, we have more. Oh. Or we could just have them running scared. So, invasion? Woohoo! We're back, men. We're back. And on that joyous note, we are going to bring this episode to a close. So we are back in Maine. Now, we still have to secure the territory, but at least the army is there. The navy's got the coast under lockdown, so surely it's only a matter of time until we get the territory back. But to see how that plays out, we'll have to wait until next time. So I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you all then. Cheerio.